Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Guys, wow. Surprises, surprises, surprises. Disappointment, disappointment, disappointment. Let's talk football, guys. First of all, before we even get started, I'm over here looking at on the right side, most Marco Corella to Real Madrid, 64 million. Okay. Hey, it looks like we got a new left back, guys. He ain't too bad. Actually, we're gonna talk about him too today in this video. When it comes time to that. But guys, we're gonna be talking about day 3, 4, and 5 of the World Cup, guys. The games that have happened. There's 12 games we're gonna be covering, and I only left it for for so long, guys. I'm still recovering from being sick, and I went back to work. So I ended up missing a couple of the games on Sunday and a couple of the games today on Monday. I tried watching them while working. Obviously, it's kind of hard to do that. Got to focus on what I'm doing, but trying to listen to the game a little bit and whatnot. But at least for Sunday and Monday, and possibly in the next video for Tuesday, some of the games will be from highlights. I did get to watch a couple, but we'll get to that. Anyways, let's get to the games that we did get to watch. Wow. Switzerland versus Qatar, guys. And I'm not going to lie to you. Switzerland they were doing their thing, right? 26 shots, guys. They had so many shots, and they couldn't get one in the back of the net, guys. Only 7 shots on target, and that proved devastating. Qatar equalizing in the 94th minute. Apparently, it says own goal. I'm trying to remember how the goal was. I'm trying to remember how the goal was. I cannot remember how the goal. It's been almost 2-3 days, so I can't remember how the goal was. But yeah, guys, Qatar equalizing in the 94th minute, and man, that has to be a big disappointment for Switzerland, who are considered, in my opinion, they're considered favorites to top this group. I mean, we're talking about Switzerland, Canada, Qatar, Bosnia, right? All of them getting 1 point in match day 1. Excuse me. Every single team getting 1 point in match day 1. And now Switzerland are going into their next game against Bosnia. And they have to get a win. Obviously, match day 2 will be important. Whichever 2 teams end up getting the wins, it'll be huge. For example, I think Canada, I think could potentially beat Qatar. It'll be an interesting game to watch. It's not 2 powerhouses to say, but Canada getting a point out of Bosnia. I mean, not much else to say, guys. Man, just hugely disappointing for Switzerland. And in terms of the lineup, I'm trying to remember, guys. I apologize. I really should be doing these, or at least keeping notes of what I thought. But I'm looking at the ratings. Yes, the Qatari goalkeeper, and there's going to be a couple of other goalkeepers in this video that I'm going to be talking about too. But the Qatari goalkeeper, how many saves did he have? I know he had a good amount of saves. 5 saves. That's huge, man. Huge. 5 saves. To keep not keeping a clean sheet, but to only keep Switzerland to 1 goal is huge. Everybody else in the team. Man, very, very, very defensive. But Julian Lopetegui, doing his job and actually getting something positive for Qatar. You can see Switzerland; most of them have good ratings, but it was just it was they couldn't get that ball in the back of the net, guys, and I do remember the guy that I highlighted for Switzerland coming in, Johan Manzambi. He came in, and in my opinion, I thought he could create a couple chances. They gave him a 5.9. I don't agree with that, but he had a couple good passes. I mean, 9 out of 10 passes he created, and there was one big chance. I think it was as soon as he came in. So he came in the 65th minute. I think it was like in the 70th minute he came in, and he had that big chance. Other than that, guys, very disappointing of Switzerland. This throws up my predictions up in the air now. I was expecting Switzerland to win this game. And now it could be where Switzerland doesn't even finish top of the group. But we won't know until the next matchup, guys. We won't know. So yeah, let's go on to the next game. Guys, Brazil-Morocco. Brazil y Morocco. Number 6 versus number 7, guys. And when the Moroccan Saivari scored that goal over the top on the Alisson. And I had a feeling that Morocco would score first. Honestly, I think if I remember right, I had predicted that Brazil would win. 4-3, if I recall. Hold on, guys. Okay, we're back. I had Qatar losing to. Wait, let me see if this is the right one. Hold on. Is this the right one? Hold on. Is this the right one? I think this is the right one. I can't remember now. I think this is the right one. Yeah. Okay. Apologies, guys. Yeah. So I had Brazil beating Morocco 4-3. It did not happen. It finished 1-1. Honestly, guys, even though I don't know, even though it shows that the game was pretty even, right? 12 shots compared to 14, ball possession about the same, back and forth. The game was definitely back and forth. It felt like Brazil are just, you don't fear Brazil no more, guys. It's like imagine I don't know, early 2000s, right? You see Ronaldo, you see Ronaldinho, you see Cafu, you see Lucio, Dida, you see Roberto Carlos. Man, who was in that midfield? Gilberto Silva. You see, I think Juninho was in there, I think. You see Rivaldo. Guys, man, those guys put fear into you, man. A lot of them were Ballon d'Or worthy guys. And then you see the lineup of today of Brazil. And who strikes fear here? Who strikes fear? I won't say Alisson strikes fear, but he is a top 10 goalkeeper in the world on a good day. Gabriel, maybe top 10 center backs in the world right now, along with Marquinhos. right? There's three players right there. Rafinha, who's been having a good time in Barcelona. Vinicius, I don't know why I said it like that. Vinicius Junior. But really, guys, do you worry about Bruno Guimaraes? Casemiro's he's already old. He's like 35. Igor Thiago is still a fresh face. Ibanez, he's okay, but he's not a right back. He's more of a center back. And then you got guys Danilo, who's already past his time. You got Fabinho, old. Mateus Cunha doesn't strike fear, guys, but he's an okay player. Yeah. This Brazil is not the greatest, guys, but you know what? I would say that 1-1 was pretty fair, though. It was a decent game. I'm trying to remember the game. There was a time period. Let me try to remember the game, guys. I really need to start recording these like really close so I can have the game fresh in my mind. Okay, yeah. Morocco pressuring from the get-go. Brazil didn't know what to do, man. They didn't know what to do for like the first, I'm trying to remember, first maybe 10, 15 minutes. Then they started to click a little bit more. And then just as they started clicking, boom, the goal happened. 21st minute, Ismail Saivari scored. And then I'm trying to remember if this was right after the refreshment break. Here comes Vinicius, man. What he does at Real Madrid, he just scores a banger of a goal. Absolutely beautiful. And but yeah, I think 1-1 is a fair result for sure. Before we even look at the Scotland and Haiti game, I mean, Scotland have Morocco next. I do expect Morocco to get a dub. If they get a draw again, that would put Scotland at 4. And likelihood is Brazil will beat Haiti. And that would be a huge surprise if Brazil draw or lose to Haiti. But that would potentially put Brazil and Scotland at 4 and Morocco at 2. Meaning that last game, Morocco would have to beat Haiti. Brazil would probably beat Scotland. And let's say it's for the Morocco and Scotland draw. And that would be 4-4-2. So Brazil beats Scotland. That would be 7-4. And Morocco would finish with 5. So that's kind of what I think that's what I predicted in the table, but I don't think I had Scotland going through, did I? I had them with 3 points. But yeah, Scotland. I had Scotland beating Haiti 3-2. I thought Haiti would get at least a couple of goals, and it didn't happen. It finished 1-0, and Scotland just didn't look that strong, man. Scotland did not look that strong, guys. Let's talk about it. Haiti, man, they're giving it their all, fighting. And look at that, 54% possession, 15 shots, just getting unlucky, not getting it that much on target. And again, just before the, I'm trying to remember if it was after or before the break. I think it might have been right after the break. Took advantage. Boom, they got the goal, guys. And a lot of these national teams are taking advantage of the 3-minute break, guys, and it's working for them. A lot of the teams that are dominating go on that refreshment break and immediately lose focus, and then they get scored on. It happened to Haiti, and it was honestly, it wasn't even that great of a goal. It was an okay kick, and it just bounced off one of the Haitians. But respect to Haiti, man, they kept it was 1-0, but it was definitely an interesting game, man. I thought Haiti definitely deserved at least a point out of this, man. I was watching that game, and I was thinking to myself, man, if Haiti get a goal, I wouldn't even like that would be well deserved, man, because Haiti, the way they were playing, it looked like they wanted it more than Scotland for sure. Scotland just getting lucky. They had a couple of chances. Uh, Angus Gunn getting a 7.7 rating, McGinn with a 7.8. I did see Gannon Doak. I think this is one of the guys that I did not highlight. I forgot who I ended up highlighting for Scotland. But Gannon Doak, man, he was creating. He was down that right side, man. 20-year-old from Bournemouth. If I remember right, he had a couple of dribbles for sure, man. Two chances created, good, decent accuracy, 83% accuracy of the ball. 2 out of 6 successful dribbles. I'm pretty sure I remember him having more dribbles. I mean, being more successful, but apparently two. But yeah, I thought he had a decent game. 7.0 rating for sure. I'm backing that up. But yeah, this game deserved more than one goal for sure, and it should have been from Haiti. I think Haiti definitely deserved at least 1 point, guys. Let's talk about Australia, man. This game, man. This game, I was watching it. I think this game started like at 11. Both goals, again, I'm talking about it. Both goals coming from just after the refreshment break. Boom, goal. Both of them, man. Irakunda scoring in the 27th minute. Nice little run down the left side. And runs past, if I remember right, 2 defenders, and then scores that goal. Very decent goal, and I enjoyed watching that goal for sure. And then the second goal, I can't even remember the second goal. Was it a hit? I can't even remember, guys. I can't remember the second goal, but honestly, guys, can I say deserved win for Australia? Not necessarily, man. Got that goal, sat back. Turkey, man, just absolute domination. Absolute domination. First half, 10 shots, only 2 on target, man. They couldn't get that ball on target to save their lives. And to be fair, Australia did have 4 chances, got 2 on target. But, man, 2 big chances in the second half, 20 shots, 6 shots on target, 41 touches inside the box, and they could not get that ball inside. Excuse me, guys, they could not get that goal, man. And where does that leave this group? It leaves with USA playing Australia next. If Australia play USA like they did against Turkey, I can see this being a tough game for the US. But the US they are hyped as hell from that 4-1 win against Paraguay, guys. And I think that in my opinion, if USA take the lead early on, or get a quick goal or two, I think this game will open up a lot more to where Australia now are forced to attack. And 2 things could happen. The U.S. could fall apart defensively and they could get cooked. Or it could be a case where Australia does get a goal back, but they leave so many openings that U.S. does the same thing to Australia that they did to Paraguay. Only time will tell. Paraguay will play Turkey next. And that Turkey-Paraguay game is a must-win. For either team, is a must-win. I saw a lot more from Turkey, so I'm still betting on Turkey winning that game. I think I had Turkey and Paraguay drawing. But from what I saw from Paraguay, honestly, guys, I don't know if they can even get that draw. I think Turkey definitely have more potential to man, they got the potential to put 2 or 3 past Paraguay, man. But again, Paraguay coming off the South American qualification, I think we're one of the more better defensive teams, if I heard correctly. Even though they conceded 4 to the United States, could they not concede more than 2 goals to Turkey? Only time will tell, guys. We'll be finding out soon. You know what's crazy? I had Australia and Turkey drawing 2-2. And that could have been a possibility, but Australia, man, just sat so defensive. And for that, Australia has already surpassed my expectations. This group is going to look so much different from what I have it. Australia definitely won't finish last at this stage. Especially with Paraguay getting destroyed in the first game. Yeah. And I thought United States would win 2-1. They ended up winning 4-1. So I got it right, United States winning, but I didn't expect them to beat Paraguay 4-1. And next up, I have United States drawing with Australia potentially. If Australia sits so defensive, that could be a possibility for sure. But yeah, guys, tough loss for Turkey. But let's move on, guys. Let's go ahead and go on to Sunday. Yesterday, not much to say about the game. For the first 25-30 minutes, Curaçao had you dreaming that they could actually upset Germany until Schlotterbeck scored that header. After they scored that header, it was just absolute dominance, guys. Hey, but Curaçao attacked, man. They didn't, just sit back and take it. I mean, I say that, and they conceded 7, but I mean, it's a German side, guys. Curaçao had you questioning if Germany were going to choke again for a bit. We look at the stats, guys. Possession-wise, 65% possession for the German, which is, to be fair, Curaçao with 35% possession is not bad, guys. And they had 8 shots, 2 on target. But yeah, guys, it was just too much. Some of the goals, I'm trying to remember who I didn't highlight Brown. I highlighted, I think it was Pavlovic. Pavlovic had a decent game. But guys, Brown as a fullback getting 2 goals, and I think he even got an assist. That's fantastic, man. Some of the Curaçao guys getting a decent rating. Deserved. Comendencia with the goal. Tai Chong had a decent game. Whenever they would attack, he was a part of a lot of that. Bakuna as well. Very decent game for him. But yeah, this was pretty much absolute dominance from Germany. Not much else to say, guys. Next up for them, they have Curaçao will be facing Ecuador. We'll be talking about them in a second. And Ivory Coast will be facing Germany. And we'll be talking about them as well. So yeah, let's talk about it. Ivory Coast versus Ecuador. It was a very, from what I saw, it was a very decent game. Even though the goal came in the dying stages of the game. But guys, man, I think Ecuador, even though it says 1 shot on target here, I'm pretty sure I saw in the highlights, Ecuador had like 2 or 3 shots going to the post. Very unfortunate, man, from Ecuador, man. And I think that's one of the things that Ecuador is missing, unfortunately. And that's a natural born destroyer up top. I think Ender Valencia's just past his prime. I think he's like 32 or 33 now or something like that. How old is he? He's like he's 36. Yeah. Definitely need somebody younger. Other than that, Ivory Coast defense very strong. Very, very, very strong. Diomande, I believe he's who I highlighted. Very good game from him. And yeah, I mean, Ecuador's game not necessarily too bad, but they could not get that ball in the back of the net. They're going to have to rectify that against Curacao. They cannot be missing that many chances against Curacao. You never know. Curacao could surprise and just take Ecuador and score, like they did against Germany. So only time will tell. But yeah, it was a very interesting match. Some of these games is going to be hard for me to talk about because again, most of them I'm watching from highlights, guys. Unfortunately, I mean I'm working, so I can't fully watch these matches. Other than that, it was a pretty even match. Group E is going to look a lot different now. I had Ecuador going in there with 9 points. That's not possible no more. Could we see a 666 in points? Only time will tell. I had Ecuador winning 3-1. I did think Ivory Coast would score, but I didn't think they would win. I had Germany winning 8-0. They won 7-1. Close enough. So next up, I have Germany beating Ivory Coast 4-2. Will be an interesting game to see for sure. Ecuador 5-0. I don't know, man. I think they have some decent players that can definitely get some goals in there. So we'll see how many goals Ecuador can put past Curacao. But it's now got me it got me questioning if that's going to be a 0 or if there's going to be 1 or 2 goals from Curacao. But yeah, let's talk about the next couple games, guys. Netherlands and Japan. I wasn't able to watch this game, unfortunately. I had to see the highlights, but I did see it was kind of a back and forth game. A back and forth game for sure. I thought that Japan would get the dub against the Netherlands. I thought they would beat them 2-1. It wasn't meant to be. It was actually the other way around until the 88th minute when Kamara scored. But guys, shout out to the keeper that I highlighted, Suzuki. Oh, apparently he only has a 6.7 rating. Apparently 4 saves. I swear I thought I saw more saves from him. Made some very big saves in my opinion. From what I saw, guys. But it was a very decent game. I don't have much to say. Much else to say. I mean, 10 shots for both teams, 6 on target for the Dutch, 3 for Japan. They did. It looks like they had more passes than Japan. But other than that, I don't have much else to say, guys. Like I said, if we look at the table, we have Sweden on top, and they face the Dutch next with that big victory. This is a must-win for the Netherlands. If they don't win, that's going to be crazy. Sweden topping the group would be kind of wild, because I did not have them topping the group, but that would be crazy, which would make my predictions look way different. Japan have Tunisia, and yeah, let's talk about that game. So I had Sweden beating Tunisia 2-0. 2-0, not too bad. But guys, this game finished 5-1. I did get to watch, I want to say, at least 75% of this game. Guys, man, that first half, Sweden going up 2-0. By the way, Ayari, 2 banger goals at the beginning of the game and then at the end. Wow. What amazing goals from Ayari. Isaac getting in there, Jokic is getting a goal in there as well. Um, and then Swanberg, as soon as he came in as a sub, boom, goal. And I remember they were checking that for a good 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Let's talk about Tunisia. Not many chances from Tunisia. I heard that they were undefeated in qualifiers or something like that. They had not conceded any goals in qualifiers. Well, they conceded 5 in their first game of the World Cup. So that's huge. Apparently, they had about 50% ball possession. But, man, Sweden took their chances and they took them all the way. 5 goals out of 13 shots, 7 on target. It was just a very, very, very good game from Sweden. Tunisia, man, very disappointing game from where is he at? Very disappointing game from him. Skihiri, the captain. They talked about how he had the most experience or something like that. Had what's it called? Most caps for the Tunisian national team or something like that. Guys, he committed the error that led to goal number 3, which was I think Jokic or was it Isaac? Who scored that third goal? Jokic, yeah. Man, I think they had just made some subs and then boom, immediately lost the ball. Ooh. And yeah, once that 3-1 hit, it was just straight downhill for Tunisia. It was straight disappointment. And yeah, I forgot who I highlighted for Sweden. I don't think it was definitely not a Yari. Although, what a game from him. What an absolute game from him. What a banger from him. 2 goals from him. Isaac apparently had 2 assists. Who was here? There was someone. Was it Bergwall, Svensson, Swan? It was one of these guys. I cannot remember who I highlighted. It might have been Ayari. It might have been Ayari who I highlighted. It might have been. I can't remember. But yes, guys, what a game. 5-1, very entertaining. And Tunisia, I think with this result, it's just straight up guaranteed that they're going to be destroyed by the Dutch and the Japanese guys, especially because they fired their manager after just the one game. They fired their manager. So yeah, I think this is going to be disastrous for Tunisia. But we'll find out soon. We'll find out soon, guys. And let's go ahead and talk about the games from today. Wow. Who would have expected this, right? I thought Spain would beat Cabo Verde 4-1. And in my mind, when I was creating this, I had a feeling Spain were going to be they were going to be not as great as people thought. A lot of people have Spain winning the World Cup. And Spain's recent results should have told you a lot, guys. 3-0 against Serbia, 0-0 against Egypt, 1-1 against Iraq, and they beat Peru 3-1. Cool. But now they've drawn against Cape Verde. And then they got Saudi Arabia next. Just highly disappointing. All the Spanish players have high ratings. I mean, I bet they do. Being dominating against Cape Verde. What was it? Yeah, 74% possession of the ball. I was listening to this game a little bit. I'd had it on, but I couldn't watch it. But 27 shots, 7 shots on target. And Curaçao with 6 shots, one on target. They tried, but wasn't meant to be. I mean, I don't know, man. I see this lineup, guys, and Simon, Cucurella, Laporte, Cubarsí, Lorente. Okay, that's fine. Pedri, Rodri, Ruiz. That's fine too. And I understand why Ferran starts because Lamine Yamal was injured, and I don't understand why Gavi is starting, especially at left wing. You got I don't know if Nico Williams was injured. He came in the 87th minute, but I don't understand how Gavi starts over Nico Williams. I bet you Nico Williams, if he had more game time, would have done so much better than Gavi. I don't know why Gavi is in there. I don't know if he's been injured. I'm not sure. Was he injured? 3 minutes, no. 36 minutes, May 10. 89, 70, 65, 66, 45, 34 minutes. He might have been recovering from an injury, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, to not have Nico Williams start over Gavi is crazy. I mean, we take a look at Gavi. I don't have an issue with Gavi per se, right? Yes, he's a Barcelona player, but he's more of a center mid. I don't see him as a left winger. I don't know if they're trying to replicate that 2010 run where they had Iniesta or Xavi. I can't remember who they had. They had him in left wing. They had no strikers whatsoever starting in the game. They had like a Cam playing striker, but he would drop down. I don't know if that's what they're doing with him, but I mean, Gavi has been playing. He has been playing, but I just don't understand it from Spain. I mean, it cost him. Oyarzabal, him starting as a striker. I guess he's just an all-out striker now. I swear I remember him being a winger, but I don't know, man. I see Oyarzabal, and it doesn't strike fear. Who would be better here as a striker? I don't know. I mean, Borja Iglesias, I don't know, not really. Victor Munoz. The guy that would be great right here, it would be Samu from Portugal, from Porto. He is a Spanish international. I guess he did not get called up. Hell, give this kid a chance. Victor Munoz. You brought him in for a reason. He must have been doing okay. Decent ratings. Put him up top, man. I remember him from Real Madrid. But yeah, guys, absolute domination. Ended 0-0. Shout out to the goalkeeper, Bozinha. Some of the highlights I did watch some of the game live when I had a chance, but not really a lot, maybe like 10, 20 minutes. But when I was watching, Bozinha was making some good saves, man. And a lot of the defense did pretty good too, getting a decent rating for some of them. And Bozinha, how many saves did he have? 7. It says he had 7 saves. Very good. The well-deserved man of the match. And now Cape Verde, what's next for them? They have Uruguay. And the thing I saw from Uruguay, I could see Cape Verde potentially stealing points again from Uruguay. Spain have Saudi Arabia, and let's talk about it. Saudi Arabia versus Uruguay. I did see a little bit of this game. This game happened when I was returning from work, and I put it on. And the first half, I would say was, yeah, exactly right. It was a little bit more even. I didn't get to really watch the first half, but from what I heard, it was more even. Uruguay were not doing great. 5 shots, 3 on target, 5 shots, 2 on target. I think they got their goal pretty early. Yeah, 31st minute. And I didn't see the goal, so I don't know. I can't talk about it too much. The Uruguay goal I did see, and I already forgot it. Jesus. Was it a cross? I can't remember the goal. I honestly cannot remember the goal. Jesus. But Maximiliano getting the ball. Is it Maximiliano? Yeah, Maxi Araujo getting the ball from on the left, wherever the hell he got it from. I can't remember where he scored from. Yeah, it was a regular play. Yeah, I cannot remember the goal, guys. Hold up. Yeah, hold up. I cannot remember the goal. Okay, I remember now. I do remember a cross. It was from a cross. Forget who it was that headed it. They headed the ball. Goalkeeper got the block. Came right back to Maxi, and he scored it. Yeah, good goal. I think Uruguay in the second half definitely deserved to get something out of this match. The changes did work for the coach. I think they were talking about Vina not having a very good half, hence why he came on in the 46th minute. Apparently Darwin Nunez started. I guess he didn't do that great either. And I wanted to talk about it because I do remember I wanted to talk about this as I was watching this game, guys. And I feel like the one problem that Uruguay have is that, yes, you have some very elite, I wouldn't say elite, but you have very talented midfielders. Maxi Araujo, you got from Sporting, you got Bentancur from wherever the hell he's at right now. I think wasn't he at Spurs? Yeah, at Spurs. Ugarte with Man United. Valverde with Real Madrid. I feel like the problem is that they're not using Valverde right. From my understanding, he was having a crappy game in the first half because he was playing on that right side. But they made that switch. I think they had a formation switch, and they had Valverde come to the middle. And that changed the game up a bit. As you can tell, because in that second half, 75% possession. Saudi Arabia didn't do jack in the second half, guys. They didn't do jack. To have 22 shots and 8 on target in the second half, they were peppering that goal. Hence why that Saudi Arabian goalkeeper has such high rating, because he was making some saves, and I think he got injured. They were talking about how he got injured. He might have gotten injured, so you might not see him in the next game. But overall, this Saudi Arabia defense, I guess they just got very defensive in the second half, kind of like Australia. But Uruguay made them pay. I will say this. The one thing that's stopping Uruguay from being so much better is the fact that they don't have elite strikers. You go to the previous 10, 15 years, they've had Diego Forlan. They've had Edison Cavani. And of course, they've had the biter, Luis Suarez. That is 3 elite strikers in a 15-year period. Cavani, what's it called? Edison Cavani, nice. Diego Forlan, in the late 2000s, 2010, 2014, you got Edison Cavani. I think you had Suarez. 2018, Suarez, Cavani. 2018. 2022, Luis Suarez. And now 2026, Darwin Nunez. Viñas. I think Darwin Nunez didn't even play that much this season. Didn't he get iced out of the team? Yeah, if I'm understanding, he didn't. Apparently, yeah. Wait, his last game was against Algeria in March. And that was 21 minutes. Before that was against England for 3. And then before that, it was February 16. To take a striker who was barely featured in 4 months to the World Cup is kind of crazy, man. That is kind of crazy. But, hey, to each your own, right? Let's talk about this. So I had Uruguay beating Saudi Arabia, but Saudi Arabia getting a point out of this. So now the tables is going to look different. Now, next game, I have Uruguay dropping points to Cape Verde. With how Cape Verde performed today against Spain, I could see it potentially happening. Saudi Arabia against Spain. I don't think Saudi Arabia will be able to stop Spain. I don't think so. I think I'm gonna stick to my guns and with that 3-0. And we'll find out. We'll be finding out soon enough in the next week or so. So next up, let's talk about Belgium and Egypt. Another game that I didn't really have a chance to watch. From what I was seeing Egypt taking a lot of shots on Belgium. It looks like it was kind of even. 15 shots, 14 for Egypt. And shots weren't necessarily on target, but man, it takes, I will say this, to get a goal on Courtois, it takes something special. And that shot that Assur had was definitely something special. Taking a shot from outside the box and getting that goal. Other than that, I don't really have much else to say about this match. I didn't really get to watch it. I mean, we take a look at the lineup. It was a very strong lineup for Belgium, but very disappointing game, in my opinion. Belgium should have got the 3 points, and they didn't. Romelu Lukaku came in and immediately scored. So apparently it was an own goal. It was marked as an own goal, but yeah, Lukaku came in, immediate effect, and lots of big saves from Chauvir. 3 saves apparently. I'm pretty sure, I thought he had more, but I guess not. But overall, a decent performance from Egypt. From what I saw, I saw them attacking, not sitting back, and I mean the stats could really tell you right here. Second half, it was pretty even though the shots weren't on target. But not much else to say, guys. I didn't really get to watch this game, so but very big from Egypt, taking points away from Belgium. Now the table is going to potentially look different because now Belgium has that doubt that they weren't able to beat Egypt. Now they're facing Iran, and Iran having that game with New Zealand. Let's talk about it. This game I did get to watch a little bit, well, most of it. I didn't. I was tuning out, but I was like not paying attention for a bit of it. But New Zealand and Iran. First off, 2 great goals from New Zealand, man. Just linking up with Chris Wood. Chris Wood getting both assists, and 2 great goals from Just. Not much else to say. That was a great play from them. Iran as well. I can't remember Iran's first goal, but the second goal, a cross from, I forgot who was the one that crossed it. I think it was it? Who was it that crossed it? I think it was the right back, Rezame, yeah. Getting the assist. Nice. It was a perfect cross, in my opinion. And great goal from Mohevi. Header, hitting going off the post, and very decent goal. Was not expecting this from New Zealand, to be fair. But they had a great game against Iran. 14 shots, 8 on target, compared to the 17 shots from Iran and 4 on target. A very, very, very even match. And again, I was not expecting that from New Zealand. And now they have a point. And they were at the lead twice, and they let go of the lead twice, but very respectable. They got 1 point. Next up, they got Egypt. I don't know if they'll be able to do the same against Egypt. The way I had Iran beating New Zealand 2-1. So I was close, but it did finish 2-2. And I had Belgium beating Egypt 3-1, and it just did not happen. It finished 1-1. In the next game, I do have Belgium beating Iran, so we'll see if that does happen. And I actually had New Zealand drawing with Egypt, so we'll see if that also happens, or if Egypt is just too strong for New Zealand. But yeah, guys, that's it. That's all the games covered up. I try to cover them as best as I can. Still being sick, freaking sucks. But next up, we're gonna have. I don't know how long I'm gonna take to record the next video. Maybe it'll be 2 game days, or maybe 3 again. But guys, we got some very decent games coming up. We got France, Senegal, Iraq, Norway, Argentina, Algeria, and Austria, Jordan. That is tomorrow, guys. Tuesday, June 16. On Wednesday, we got Portugal and Congo here in Houston, baby. I wish I could have gone and seen this game. I would have liked to see Ronaldo play live at least once in my lifetime. Getting to watch the World Cup live in person and see Ronaldo play for the first time, it would have been a great experience. So any guys watching this video, if you're going to go watch Ronaldo Wednesday, consider yourself lucky, guys. You're covering off some I wouldn't say achievement, but you're getting to experience something big in life. So yeah. And we got Uzbekistan, Colombia, England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama. Wednesday is gonna be a great day for football. I'm expecting greatness out of this England game. I'm expecting a great game. Ghana, Panama. Don't know what to expect from Uzbekistan. Are they gonna upset Colombia? And Portugal and Congo. Are we gonna see an upset Tuesday and Wednesday? Only time will tell, guys. And Thursday, it resets. We're going back to the game to Group A. Czechia, South Africa, Mexico versus South Korea. Huge game, a fun game to watch for sure. Switzerland and Bosnia, and Canada and Qatar, guys. So I'll probably end up covering Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday together, or it'll just be Tuesday and Wednesday. Since I'm off Wednesday, I should be able to make a video on that. But yes, guys. Ooh, that is it for this video. You made it all the way to the end, guys. Thank you for watching. And we will see y'all in the next video. Peace.